Okay, I want to talk about dinosaurs and the flood. It's obvious that dinosaurs lived here on Earth, but they're not here now. So where did they go? And I think most people believe that at one point the Earth was covered by water. Even the scientists, the scientists that believe in evolution and geologists and so forth know that uh, uh, that the Earth was covered by water, and they're making all these stories to fit the narrative that they've discovered. Basically, fish on top of Mount Everest, or skeletons of fish at the highest point that there is, and other evidence that the Earth was covered um, by water. So either it was a flood, or it was this asteroid that hit the Earth and caused this big explosion and caused water all over the Earth, and then it went into the Ice Age and all this other stuff. Another long explanation where the flood just cuts to the chase. But in the Bible, it says that God told Noah to include every animal that he created, to each of the unclean and 7 of the clean animals. And so if he created the dinosaurs, they would have been in the ark, and they weren't. So I don't believe that God created the dinosaurs. I think that the dinosaurs were a I'll say a scientific experiment. Not necessarily a scientific experiment, but they were gene therapy before the flood. People lived 1,000 years. I mean, they were pretty smart. And ultimately, I think that the dinosaurs were destroyed in the flood by God because they were so ferocious and, eating everything, including people. And they're not here anymore, but they were here. And it makes perfect sense that if they were here, and if they were scientifically put together from eggs from one species to eggs to another, and developing these species, that man developed dinosaurs. And I believe also that Satan was busy at work at that time, working with man, who became so evil. God destroyed the earth by a flood. That we're not the smartest people that lived on this earth. I mean, we don't live 1,000 years. I mean, imagine if Elon Musk lived 1,000 years. I mean, he'd be in Mars a long time ago, and have all kinds of other stuff. But we don't. We only live, lucky if we're lived 100 years. And back then they lived 1,000 years, so they learned a lot of things that we don't even know about. We don't know what they knew and what they could, blend together in terms of man and beast, or, it's clear that dinosaurs were mostly large birds, and velociraptors were, and they just had like lizard-like skin. So maybe there was some combination there. But in any case, I think that you can understand it from the concept of Jesus Christ as the creator of the earth, and Satan as the guy who wants to make a counterfeit creation. And I believe that the dinosaurs were an effort on Satan's part to make his own creation. See, because everything that Christ did, he did. Christ was creator, so he's got to do his creation. Christ has the gospel. He's got his fake gospel, his fake sacrifice. And he's got his, Christ has his Christian religion. He's got a fake religion. So everything that Christ does, he counterfeits. And that's his game. He's a great counterfeiter. And I think that my personal view, not theological or anything, but just looking at all the evidence, that the dinosaurs were an effort by Satan, with the help of man, to imitate God's creation, or to better it. Because, as John says, the world was created through Christ, the Word. And so everything that Christ does, Satan wants to duplicate. And that's how I have come to grips with the dinosaurs. The fact that they were destroyed by God in the flood. They weren't saved. They weren't God's creatures. They were an amalgamation of different animals, scientific experiment, whatever you want to call it. But they were not created by God. And they were not saved in the flood. And they're not here today. And God doesn't want them here. And that's one of the reasons why he destroyed the earth. So, that's my thought. You think about it. See what you think. You have a good day.